imagining at this point that you were a huge deal at Comic-Con.
I am a huge deal at Comic-Con,
because of your body of work, and then you're doing these Iron Man films, and you go to Comic-Con, and that is just a molten hot core of nerddom.
That is, it is nerd central. And my biggest contribution actually was in Iron Man 2, we had the Iron Maidens or Ironettes, the costumes where they wore the sort of red metallic bikinis when Iron Man was on stage, because there's cosplay.
Yeah.
People dressing up in costumes is a big part of the geek culture.
I believe we have a photo of the Ironettes that you took.
There they are.
These are the Ironettes, and you took them to Comic-Con?
No, but now what people do is they imitate and dress up like them.
Oh, they dress like
So
them.
the attractive nerdlets now have options beyond just Lara Croft and Slave Leia.
Yeah. You know what? When I went to Comic-Con, everyone they need something else because everyone is Slave Leia.
Yeah.
Everybody is Slave Leia.
Even some dudes.
Guys are Slave Leia.
I actually shaved my back last year so I could.
I saw you. You were fantastic.
I could be part of the. See how you doing? What restaurant were you in? And was that Club 33 or the Blue Bayou?
No, it was in a hotel on the property. Yeah. Because there's a cocktail in the picture, and that would not be in the Magic Kingdom.
In Club 33, it would.
Oh, there's no drinking in the Magic Kingdom.
There's one secret place that apparently.
Club 33.
Yeah.
Or you take the monorail back to the hotel and tell the kids you're changing your shoes and come back. Tie one on. You should go.
You're a terrible alcoholic. I'm gonna go change my shoes.
By the way, Disney is the studio that's bringing us Iron Man 3 coming to theaters. Sorry to change the subject. Yeah, they won't pay for my limo back to the house if I don't at least mention Iron Man 3. Nobody apparently's heard of it yet.
Oh,
so
trust
I'm
me,
here to
the
help.
word's out on Iron Man 3. Now, you directed the first two Iron Mans. In this one, you're solely acting in it, which must actually, in a weird way, feel like a little bit of a break.
I'm an executive producer as well.
Yes,
So I'm like a proud grandfather.
Yes.
And much like my grandfather, when he visits me, I play with the baby when it laughs, and when it craps itself, I hand it back to mommy.
Right.
So, yeah.
So I would think the pressure, in a nice way, if someone else is directing it, and you had to direct the first two, now you get to just...
Well, I get to ham it up on screen, which you remember from the old days. That's how I started.
Yes.
So that was, so I get to have a good time as a character actor playing Happy Hogan in the movie. But then also, it's a family of a lot of the people who are working on it were working on the first two. And Shane Black, who's the director, who did a fine job on this film, was involved creatively behind the scenes on the first film. So it really feels like you're kind of going back to an old school. But it's also nice as a director to actually be able to leave the set, which is an experience I've never had in an Iron Man movie. I've always been like 20-hour days.
As an actor, you mean? Like now that you're not directing it, you can just take off, get to the Disney monorail and get drunk.
Yeah, and in my trailer, the actors are allowed to, towards the end of the day after lunch, you're allowed to have a few nips.
Sometimes before lunch.
Sometimes before breakfast.
We have a clip here from Iron Man 3. I believe this is a scene with the beautiful Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes,
right?
I said find a scene with no explosions and nothing exciting happening. So let's see what they came up with.
Yeah, this is an...
Let's take a look at this clip from Iron Man 3.
Why waste them? This is an asset that we can put to use.
So you're suggesting that I replace the entire janitorial staff with robots?
What I'm saying is that the human element of human resources is our biggest point of vulnerability. We should start phasing it out immediately.
What?
Excuse me, Bambi.
Hello. Did you just say that?
Security?
Happy. Okay. Yes. I am thrilled that you are now the head of security. Okay, it is the perfect position for you.
Thank you.
However,
I do appreciate it.
Since you've taken the post,
you don't have to thank me.
We've had a rise in staff complaints of 300%.
Thank you.
It's not a compliment.
It's not it is a compliment. Clearly somebody's trying to hide something.
Excuse me. Yes.
Miss Potts, your 4 o'clock is here.
Did you clear this 4 o'clock with me?
Yes. Thank you.
We're going to add explosions.